many research institutes. The result of the research, you go, you meet it in the shelf. You meet them on publications, and that's the end of it. IITA has gone to that stage, and very fortunately for the African processor and the African farmers, IITA has gone a step further than just publication and putting the research, this prototype of the machine in the museum. We at IITA, we have produced those machines by ourselves or through the people we have trained. Established processing center here, two types of processing centers. We have one traditional improved, that most of the work is manually done. The peeling is manually, the grating semi-manually, the pressing, the frying manually, the sifting manually, etc. The second processing center is a mechanized one. The peeling is mechanized, the pressing is mechanized, the grating is mechanized, sifting is mechanized, frying or drying is also mechanized. And we are operating them continually. Up till now, they are still processing. They get the cassava roots from within IITA research field and from outside farmers. We bring the cassava, we process it, we get product. It is not mere production of selling of the product, but it's also developing more knowledge about the machines that we are using, how the machines will be behaving under this or that condition, and how to get remedy for it. Around 20% of the world production of cassava is from Nigeria. But when you go into export, you find other countries exporting and earning money out of it. Our cassava has not gone out in big quantity compared to the potential that we have for production. Around 120, 150 centers like that established under the CDP project all over Nigeria at that time to see how those factories are faring. They were meant mostly to make cassava flour with some attempt to make fufu or chips, but mostly cassava flour. Some of them, around 120, had at least 1 or 2 flash dryers established on their own. The result is available with the study with the ministry. Only the traditional and the semi-improved cassava processing unit that are working. The mechanized one are still in the wood. They are trying to find their way. We were able to pull out our CPU here with a combined effort. It is possible also to use those combined effort to bring up all the other mechanized processing center in Nigeria and in Africa into full swing of operation. When I told you that IITA helped under the Nigeria Cassava Presidential Initiative, established 1,000 cassava processing centers. In one center, you have around 7 to 10, 11 machines together. So times 1,000, you can imagine the number of machines. In one single workshop, it is just very difficult to produce all those machines. That's why from the very beginning, IITA thought of bringing up Nigerian fabricators. And presently, I can tell you, Nigerian fabricators is the biggest asset in Nigeria presently. We have a fabrication unit here, well equipped for designing and building machines, and especially for training fabricators. The other fabricators we work with are within Ibadan and all over Nigeria. Actually, this activity didn't start now. It started since 2006, early 2000, when the Nigeria Cassava Presidential Initiative started. During that time, IITA worked with over 100 fabricators all over Nigeria, formed an association, I think 143 members, of cassava, the association since 2006, is still alive and it is working. We have run a number of training programs for them, and then many of them are in operation since 2006. The number has increased. Some have also bowed out. We don't have a recent data on how many of them presently, but they are still active and they are working. And what is very important about it, many of them now, or some of them, at least 10 I know, they are exporting machines from Nigeria to other African countries. We do many kinds of machines, but we are more focused on cassava processing machines. Why cassava processing machines? Because that program really put processing into consideration. And processing means using machines. That's why we focus more on cassava. But we have abilities also for other things like soya beans, like yam, like these kind of machines really. We are happy, many partners supported us. One thing important, now we are about to sign an MOU with external supplier. We have made samples of product. He took it to NAFDAC, to his client, to many people, and then the people accepted the product. Now they are looking for a NAFDAC number. After that, commercial production will start. We know it is a bumpy way, but we are fully ready to really move cassava processing, mechanizing it, and carry the fabricators along.